Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Outscape. It's by IDA Games, and it's in early access right now on Steam, currently for $25. It came out into early access on the 22nd, so I'm quite late to do it here. It is a multiplayer strategy game, actually a massively multiplayer strategy game, and I haven't played any of it yet because there is no, as far as I can tell, like offline tutorial mode. They just kind of drop you right in here. So I have no idea what I'm doing at all. So we're going to sit here and try to learn together, I hope. We'll see how it goes. I can tell you that given that it is an MMO, I have the chat here minimized because it's already toxic. So yay, multiplayer games. Anyway, let's join a skirmish here. And the only one I could pick is this huge one, apparently, so I will pick that, I guess. It's the newest, the other players only recently joined. Alright, let's see what this is all about, shall we? Okay, choose my civilization. The synths, or the synths, I should say. The synths are the necro-evolved? I think that should be evolved, maybe? Conscious descendants of the automatons. The result of generations of self-optimization, learning, and development that went unchecked by the original creators. Due to the absence of primitive ancestral emotions found in many advanced biological species, the synths are free of emotional constraints such as happiness, which is apparently all one word there, meaning they can tolerate the harshest of conditions. The computational power of their mind gives them the ability to organize a superior level of production and build ships of enviable performance, but it comes at a great cost. Okay, so their land affinity, temperature tolerance is mid, optimal temperature 0 degrees centigrade looks like, physical strength, growth multiplier, optimal water balance, 10%, happiness bonus, labor shortage. I don't know what any of this really means yet. Key features, 2 more power, fixed tax rate, reduced max population growth. Okay, then what is this? Mankind. Originally from the Milky Way galaxy, 2.5 million light years from Andromeda, a civil war of apocalyptic proportions caused an ideological divide and the formation of a splinter faction, the People's Realm. Humans are resourceful and practical, valuing trade, diplomacy, and economics. They thrive under the preferred environmental conditions and enjoy rapid population growth. Physically weak compared to the other species, but with well-rounded ships. Yeah, it's like always the humans in every like strategy game are like the well-rounded ones. Low ship construction costs, fast population, advanced ship armor. Influenced by happiness, physically weaker in ground combat, weak early and mid-game hulls. Okay. People's Realm. When the self-destructive tendencies of mankind forced many to question the wisdom of unbound freedom, the People's Realm was born. A mastery of attack weaponry and an indifference to hardship made for a formidable force to be reckoned with. Powerful dictatorship where subservience and discipline are accepted as the necessary fundamentals for society to thrive. Huge ships serve as deterrents to other civilizations and enable them to force their will upon discontenting voices. Okay, so they're basically the Sith, right? Basically the Empire. Okay, and then we have a feline race here. Huh? The Ripchi. Largest Ripchi are shrouded in mystery despite their abundance in numbers. Thousands of colonies and tens of thousands of stray fleets have spread. Stray fleets, eh? Have spread across Andromeda, providing a force to be reckoned with. A species of hyper-intelligent felines and instinctive pack hunters, their fleets are strong when in large numbers. Their ability to form functional fleets without a traditional flagship ensures they can avoid ever being caught one-on-one. Okay. For warmer climates, advanced defensive shields, strong beam weapons, advanced fleet covert operations, influenced by happiness, weak early and mid-game hulls. I don't know. I'm kind kind of interested in the cat race thing. Although I'm sure probably everybody and their grandmother is cat race in this. But they do require a relatively warm temperature. How about these guys? 22, so same as mankind. Yeah, you know what? Just for the sake of argument, we'll be the felines and see what happens here. Alright, welcome to Outscape. Your Rip Chief faction has managed to establish a new home in the midst of this uncharted galaxy, but you are not alone. Other spacefaring civilizations are nearby, hurriedly seeking out the same resource-rich planets that your own faction will need if they are to flourish. The fate of your colony rests with you. Whether it perishes or is just the first step towards a glorious interstellar empire will be determined by the actions you take today and the plans you make for the future. Are you ready to begin? Sure. Outscape tutorial starts here. 108. Your fledgling empire begins with just a single planet and a handful of ships in its orbit. While your empire is this small, it won't take long to deliver your orders to your units. You'll have plenty of time to find your fleet. But if you put your units to work wisely in a short space of time, your empire will span multiple planets across multiple star systems, and that's when the excitement really begins. If you want your empire to thrive and not have to bend to the knee of another player, we strongly recommend following each stage of this tutorial. Don't worry, we've kept it brief. Okay. Here's our graphic quality. If you enter a galaxy, but the game is slow to respond, freezes, blah, 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 graphics quality low, yeah, no. If you get stuck or want to find out more about something, hovering the cursor over most labels will reveal a tooltip, chat with other players, check out the forums or the wiki, and click the help button, okay. Moving the camera is just with the left click, huh? Got it. Move around. Keyboard camera controls, AD, yeah, WASD basically. Okay. Q and E to rotate, R and F to go up and down. Oh, interesting. Okay. And Z and X to zoom in and out. That will be useful. I assume I can zoom. Yeah, I can zoom in with my mouse cursor as well, or scroll bar. Okay. Start of the game, you might not see any signs of other players, but they are there and probably much closer than you realize. Players in a system aren't visible to other players outside that system. There could be a player in a system next to you, but you won't know until one of your fleets enters or one of their fleets leaves. Likewise, your fleets in the system are hidden from players outside it, but it can be seen by nearby players after leaving the system. Use the player colony scanner to detect the nearest players to you. It can only detect their approximate location, and there could be dozens of planets in that region. However, you can private message any of the players detected. Okay. You can also private message the other players visible to your scanners. And click the private messages tab to click on a player to message them to view your message history. If you lose visibility of a player before messaging them, you can't message them until you regain visibility of them. Okay. Go to your home star system. Double click the label to enter the star system. Okay. Your home planet is the only colonized planet in the system. It's easy to spot. It has a different label above it to the other planets. Okay, this is this one here. And your fleets are in its orbits. These fleets only have one ship. Click on your home planet to go there. Ignore your fleets for now, and any enemy fleets you might be able to see in the system. Okay. Your home planet already has a colony and some natural resources. You need natural resources to construct ships, buildings, and for fuel. Baron and Faruzu are already being mined, but you need much more. Click the building queue to start ordering construction. Building queue. Successful colonies are developed through wise decision making. Constructing a Baron mine is a logical place to start. Baron is needed to develop your home planet and other colonies. On the Baron mine to start ordering construction. Your colony could also benefit from additional Farzu mine, because Farzu is using for ship production. Okay, all right, they're gonna have to work on their English a little bit there. Baron mine. So I guess they mean Baron pit. Each building has its own construction cost and resources. Available resources are displayed at the top of the screen. Your colony also needs enough power and colonists to operate new buildings. You'll be warned if it doesn't when clicking build. One building can be constructed at a time, but more can be queued. Okay. Build. Successful colonies are developed through wise decision making. Constructing an environment, larger place to start, blah, blah, blah. I did that already. And then they want me to do the Farzu pit, I guess. Build one of those. Okay. So I've done that. Wow. 12 minutes for both of those? For each individual one? Yeesh. Yeesh. Okay, it's one of those. It's like a browser based one. Okay. So then what? I've queued those up. Continue. Managing your home planet. Your empire starts off with several ships ready for your command. Visit your shipyards when you need to design and build more ships. Click your colony's population to manage and monitor it. When you're finished looking around your home planet, click back to return to star system to explore other planets. So I've got, what, 10 power plants, 920 power. Defense forces got a thing on it. I don't know why. These are my ores, I guess. Here's my population. Give me population to manage it. This colony shows the real-time status of this population. Adjust the tax rate to match income from the population. Tax rate affects happiness. Civilization stats determine how it will respond to the environment and colony conditions. However, the plan's name to reveal the environment panel. Determine how it will respond to the environment. So, tax rate is 20. Happiness is 80%. So we're losing a little bit from the tax rate, from infrastructure. I see. Okay, well that's a good bit of information there. And alright, so go back here. Where does it say shipyard? CPRQ. Ship blueprints. Open ship design. Shipyards build and maintain fleets. Click the blueprint to order ship build or manage blueprint. Open ship design, create a new ship blueprint. Ship maintenance, upgrade, recycle, repair is ordered from a fleet itself, not a shipyard. The fleet must be in orbit. So you have to, so if you want your fleet to be upgraded or repaired, you have to select the fleet, not the shipyard. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Ship build queue. New blueprints. I see, so we have scouts and a bunch of other things here. Before a ship can be constructed, a blueprint needs to be designed. Each hull has slots where ship parts and weapons are attached. Hulls can have special ability slots. Example, ships with colonization parts installed can colonize planets. Finished ship blueprints can be constructed in your shipyards. Okay, so I could build a scout if I wanted to, which I kind of think I should have one, right? And ship slots are highly blue. Select the part on the left and click on a slot in the hull to place it. Slots compatible with the selected part, highlight green. View or remove parts already added using the ship slots panel. Watch the video above to use the colonizer being designed. Okay, so what do we have here? Base warp engine. Base gear, so what? I guess the warp engine can only go there, right? And we have small ordnance. There. Wait, is that right? How do I remove something I've put down by accident? Oh yeah, these actually do go on the sides there. That's weird. Okay. Alright, and then we'll put those guns there. Well, ordnance, small cargo. Well, fuel tank. Oh, fuel tanks have to go over here too? Oh, well, I guess I would want a scout with fuel tanks, huh? Let's do that. More than I would want ordnance, honestly. Alright, and then... kinetic cannon. Everything with that. Base scanner, put that right there. I guess that's correct. Let's research that. Must provide a unique name for this blueprint. I guess Scouts Alpha. I guess. That's only going to take 90 seconds, huh? Okay. Your home plan already has a shipyard ready to use. Just open anywhere. Okay, from the main menu. Alright, back. Cool, I guess. Income is 133 per hour. Alright, well, we'll, I guess, and there's all the fleets in orbit, right? Which probably already have scouts in them, I imagine. And here's all the star system. Okay, that's kind of cool. They have everything sort of in the one view here, which is kind of nice. So I guess we'll do what's infrastructure? Oh, that just takes me back to no. Oh, it's got the shipyard. Okay, this is the plant's infrastructure. I see. Small energy, city center. Upgrade, dismantle. I see. Okay. All right. Go back. Home planet, fleets in orbit. Okay, did that. Exploring your home system. Your empire should begin expansion to other planets now. It's likely a planet in this system would make a perfect second colony. Explore and evaluate each planet in this system to find it. Click your scout to select it. To explore a planet, you need to select a fleet and move it into orbit. Left-click a fleet to select it. Right-click to deselect it. The mouse cursor is then linked to the selected fleet. While the fleet is selected, click the planet, open a menu, select Explore from the menu to move the fleet to a planet's orbit. After the fleet arrives, click the planet to see intel on it. Okay. Are these all, I guess these are all scouts. Transfer resources. Alright, well, I'll just have you scout that out. Explore. Okay. And you here, explore. That's nice. So the controls are decent anyway. There, explore. I don't know what this is here. Asteroid fields. More rich asteroids. You just explore that for now. Oh good, it actually automatically routes them around problems. That's nice. That is quite nice. Well, I can see this being a very, very long-winded one, but I guess that's the drawback to being an MMO, right? Is that it's just going to take an hour and a day to do anything in the game. Scanners have detected a new player pirate. Treat new players cautiously until you can determine their intentions. New player pirate. Is that this guy? Where the heck did he come from? He just appeared. 562. That's a bit strange. neighboring star systems to expand other star systems. You want your empire to thrive. Meet other players, peaceful or not. Discover new worlds. Use your scouts to explore neighboring star systems and seek out valuable planets. What does this say? Fleet, another system. Scroll down menu, find a fleet you want to send. Explore star system. Okay. Inside a star system, fleets travel at their engine's impulse speed. Between them, they travel at free or boosted warp speeds. Free warp speed. Boosted warp speed is much faster. Blah blah blah. Building more ships and blueprints. Long distance colonizers. Although colonizers consume when colonizing a planet, adding a fuel tank or cargo container can provide a lot of value. Fuel tanks enable to use boosted warp to travel quickly to another system, hopefully before another player can claim the planet. Cargo containers enable to carry Baron to a new colony or to pick up some from the surface of another planet in that system. Otherwise, if your new colony doesn't have enough Baron to start construction, it won't be able to do anything until another of your fleets drops them off. Alright, so we have Attitude. It's between 0 and 50 light years in that direction. Next item. Nesmunex and Jack Bob. Okay. The players in the area. We have a Fleet 562 here that's got me a little bit concerned. I'm a little bit concerned that it spawned me like right on top of somebody else. just slightly. Ever so slightly. I do have a fleet, another fleet kind of sitting here. Well, it says pirate, so I'm wondering if that's just an NPC pirate or something. But I want to go here and... Didn't really give me a thing to explore that, but that's alright. What do we have here? Fleet in orbit, natural resources. Our fleet is in orbit. All planet intel is available in real time. Planet status shows if another player has already colonized it or not. If the planet hasn't been colonized, click your fleet or any of the planet's natural resources to open a transfer screen. You then transfer the planet's surface resources to your fleet to take back to your home planet. To get a unmined deposit, you need to colonize the planet and build mines. Okay. Planet isn't colonized. Would colonizing it be beneficial to you? Is its environment suitable to your civilization, or is it lethal? Are there valuable resources? If there's a native population, would it be an asset? Okay. All questions, all good questions here. So its temperature is not within our livable temperature. Constructing climate, what does that say? Constructing climate stations. Okay, come on. Give me that tooltip back. No, you're not going to give me that tooltip back? Now you just click on it. But it will be difficult. Okay, so constructing climate stations can make the planet more inhabitable for your civilization, but it will be difficult. This is rich in boronite or whatever. Okay. Well, can I gather this? Is that a thing that I can gather here? That is not colonized. Okay, can I... Is transfer info, transfer resources between a fleet on the right and another object listed on the left. If a nearby object isn't listed, transfer screen, okay. I don't think it is able to... Oh, well, wait a minute. Max... No, it's because it's not a mining ship. It's just this. It's just a scout, right? Yeah, I can't take anything from there, but I see how they're going though. UI's a little bit finicky in places, but nothing too terrible. Colonizing a planet. Okay, understand that. Colonizers are consumed during colonization. Okay. Pirates spotted in your home system. Pirates have been spotted close to your home planet. Pirates can be troublesome, stealing resources, attacking fleets. Destroying a pirate fleet has its rewards. Fortunately, this fleet is small, weak, and should be no match for your scouts. To increase your chances of victory, combine your fleets to form a stronger attack force. You can separate them again any time. You want one of your scout fleets to select it. With the fleet selected, click on another and choose Merge Fleet. The two fleets will then automatically merge into a single fleet. Your colonizers have no weapons, but so shouldn't be set in battle. Click the Fleet Management button to set fleet formation and battle tactic. Okay. Once your fleet is ready to attack, click it to select it. With the fleet selected, click on the pirate fleet and choose Attack. Battle begins automatically when your fleet intercepts a pirate. If attack and return is ordered, the fleet wins. If the fleet wins, it will automatically return to where it was when it was ordered to attack. Okay. So let's take this guy and this guy. Merge these two fleets. And then we'll have them down there. Before we do that though, let's look at this planet. So this is ripe for colonization, it looks like, because it's got a bunch of resources. That would be cool, and it's in our temperature range. So very nice indeed. Back here, and we'll have him merge with this fleet as well. All right, and up here, this is not terrible. It's acceptable for your civilization, but its population growth will be slow. Constructing climate or water adjustment stations will make the planet more habitable. Okay, this one's got more resources than the other one though, so it's kind of like definitely probably be the first one to really colonize, I would think, because of the resources there. And then let's see, let's get over here. What about this one? That's not what I want to look at. I want to look at this. There we go. This one we definitely can't colonize. It's too cold. It's poor resources and stuff, but it's got good Z's. Poor in B and L, but good in F, or decent in F and really good in Z. Oh, okay. We got that. So let's get this guy, move you over here to explore that. Please and thank you. These guys have almost joined up. So we can have, what, up to 4 in a fleet, looks like. So we'll go after this pirate fleet, which only has 1 in it. 3 against 1 ought to be good odds, I would think. Let's come back here. I want to get a colonizer. Can I get a colonizer? Not researched. Wait, am I sure that those were scouts and not colonizers that I have? This is not research. Where do I... It hasn't told me where to go and do research yet. What is this? Galactic News. Research upcoming past. Okay, that's good. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's an event log. Okay. And for nearby planets, diplomacy, blueprint research, galaxy overview, research queue. Here we go. Science power. The technology that you choose to research has a profound effect on your empire. Focusing on one area may leave you exposed to another. Research technology unlock items, ships, parts, and buildings. Hover technology to see which items it unlocks. Research items significantly decrease as science power increases. Research times decrease. Increase your science power by constructing laboratories. You should start researching technology immediately. It doesn't cost anything. It continues in the background, even if you're offline. Click technologies, add them to the queue. Space colonization is crucial tech to get, but you'll need to start researching life support modules first because space colonization depends on it. Okay. Auto research. Enable auto research to ensure research never stops. If all queued research completes while you're offline, your scientists automatically choose and research tech until you queue more. Okay. Unlock laboratories, research space practice. To unlock labs. Each lab you build increases science power and reduces research times. Okay. So, life support modules is researching. Okay, and then freight transport, all this stuff. Got it. I guess we'll do freight transport next. Military space program. Specialized space forces. Where's the well-established logistics? Wave energy neutralization. What is this? Salt drop capsules. Intelligence warfare. So is that just... okay. Oh, I see. That's spaceship engineering. And then mining infrastructure. This is what? You'll be able to grow your Empire science practice. Okay. What does that do? Fusion reactor efficiency and then mining. If I want to research that. And globalization, sure. Turn auto research on. Weapons and warfare equipment, engines. Okay. Can I zoom out a little bit? Yeah, that's a little bit better. Alright, we got a bunch of parallel trees here. I guess I should have kicked that off sooner. But I did not realize. Leaderboard, and then our main menu. Okay. Okay. This is almost built. As far as you pit. So actually then we built the other one, right? Is good. 0 science. Do I have... Can I make some labs? Oh, energy. Upgrade. Yeah, I can't upgrade. Military base, defense, here we go. Small energy science. Build another one of those. Like farm. It's 25,000 more population. What's the population right now? 220? Population growth is 924 per hour. Does it tell me what the maximum limit is that I can support? It doesn't really seem like it wants to say here. I'm kind of like build multiples of these. Yes, let's build 2 of those. Oops. Build 3 of those. And I don't worry about the hydroponic farm yet. Is there? Does it tell me what the? Oh, okay, 315.3K. It looks like is what I can actually handle. And I'm guessing 8,842 are in the military. Is that? I assume that's the symbol I'm looking at there. Defense, don't have a whole lot of defense right now. 19 out of 15,000. I could do up some defense here, I guess. Let's queue up 2 of them. both taking 12 minutes there. I guess 12 minutes per, right? What it looks like. Orbit. Okay, so where's my fleet at? Here it is. All right, have these guys go here and position. I wanted them to attack, but it wasn't. Weren't no weapons available. Why would there be no weapons available? They said my scouts have weapons, right? Are these not scouts? Oh, these are colonizers. Okay. Well, that's not going to work. So I do have colonizers. Let's stop them right there. So let's send them over here. Explore. I wonder if I say colonize if it'll only colonize with one of them and not all of them, because that would be ideal. What are you then? You are the scouts. Okay. From the fleet. Alright, so... Okay, so you're the scout, and are you a scout as well? You're also the scout, okay. Alright, so these two guys should join forces. And I'll have them come down and attack this fleet. Ooh, almost sent the colonizers in there like it told me not to. The problem, and they all have the same icon, which is just weird, it looks like. So I can't really tell, unless there's some other icon that I'm not seeing on the screen here that would tell me which one is which here. Transfer resources split. Split fleets. Split fleets. There we go. Okay. Back. And then over here, I want this guy. I can't do it that way, huh? This guy to colonize. Yes, no, maybe. Colonize. There we go. Colonization ship has crossed the atmosphere. This unfamiliar planet. Finally, we've landed on New World, and then we're at 2B. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna have this fleet up here. Explore, and then what was this one look like? I didn't even look at this. One that had a lot of, this one has a lot of stuff on it. Yeah. One that had a lot of stuff, right? This is one I didn't really look too hard at. Yeah, orbit. Yeah, I assumed that was giving me information I already had. Alright, so these fleets are merged, so have them attack there. Alright, and then this guy up here to colonize that. And this one, what was the... He had a lot of Z, but nothing else. And this one... Yeah, it was kind of... kind of hokey there. This one here, yeah, resources aren't that great there. That's fine. Alright, so we have 4,000 people right now on this planet, looks like. One power plant. I'm guessing we're going to want a detect objects in space. No, I want a we'll want a couple pits. Oh, that's not it. I keep hitting that as though I'm adding, but it's max. Build. Not enough colonists to support all existing structures. Build. And build. Being capable of operating as normal, you sure we should continue to build a new structure? Yes. And it's going to take a while to build it anyway. Do that. Yes. Hydroponic farm. Let me build. Why not? Because I don't have enough resources. Right. That's what it sounds like. So I'll have to get some resources transmitted over here. Labor shortage. Okay, I'm protected. So, whoop. There's another colonization. There. There. We have a battle about to take place. Happening now. Me against a pirate fleet. When a battle starts, battle icon appears and the fleets are hidden. It can take a minute or two for the battle to finish. The winning fleet will reappear on the map once it is finished. You can watch the battle after by clicking the battle icon and selecting it. Wreckage is left behind after ships have been destroyed in battle. Any player that finds the wreckage can salvage resources from it. After 24 hours, the wreckage disperses and disappears from the map. To take resources from a wreckage, you must have a fleet. You must move a fleet to its position and click the fleet's transfer button. Fleet must have cargo space. Wreckage is left behind. Yeah, okay. So our fleet 1. So you don't actually participate in the battle. You just watch it when you're done with it. This is about as anticlimactic as you can get. No wonder they didn't want me to actually participate in it. They just wanted me to watch it. Okay. On battle. Yeah, won the battle. Can I do something here now? It's for resources. So wreckage to the fleet. Yeah, send. That's it. That's all I get was the 800 there for cargo space. All right, that's fine. Well, we got 24 hours to do stuff. So what I'd like to do then is to take that, move it up here because they need the resources. And then over here, we got our building queue. Build a hydroponic farm. And our pits here. All that stuff started because it's going to take real time to do it. And then here, go and transfer some of this stuff over. so we don't need to transfer that. Fuel, I don't want to transfer that over. Okay, cool. So that's a thing. I just gotta move them back here then. The UI is surprisingly actually pretty good. I mean, it's a little... There's a few little spots that are maybe slightly clunky, like with the radial stuff on the planet view, but it's not terrible. It's actually pretty good, I would say. I mean, everything being in real time is going to be certainly something weird, but I don't think it'll be a deal breaker. That's for sure. Okay, let's X that out. Send it over. What I need is a cargo ship here if I can build one. We have, or build something with cargo on it. Not a freighter. Let's do that. Do I have any freighters? I do, but they're not researched. That's going to be an issue, isn't it? Although I got freight transport coming in 20 minutes, 20 real-time minutes. So, yeah, I mean, you're doing an MMO, a strategy MMO, that's going to be the breaks of the game, right? Is that there's going to be a bunch of just kind of hurry up and wait, right? I can see this being one of those where it's like, you kind of just set up your stuff, and then you go away, and you come back, and you got stuff ready to go. I like the idea that they have things that will... Like your research will continue even when you're offline, and you know, like it'll pick up some more research to do and stuff like that. Hopefully they have a lot more of that in the game, because that seems like it's going to be pretty important, I would say. Being able to, you know, being able to not necessarily have to be there every you know, 6 hours to queue something up, and be able to instead let the game queue things up, you know, in a relatively smart fashion. But yeah, no, there's a lot of nice little tidbits here as far as like, you got information at your fingertips and things. So I kind of like what they're doing here. This is a very interesting concept. They're certainly not the first ones to do like a strategic MMO, but this certainly feels like a proper space-based strategic game. And the fact that it's MMO on top of it is kind of interesting. I can see it being a bit problematic at some point if you're, you know, once you expand to a point where, you know, people are attacking you while you're offline and stuff like that. But I mean, that's no different than any other of the browser games out there, you know, of which there are numerous ones. I mean, O-Game comes to mind immediately as one of those. So this is kind of like taking those browser-based games and putting a good UI on top of them and making them accessible that way. Unfortunately, the only thing we have available right now, let's go to the lobby. The skirmish mode is the only thing available at the moment. Yeah, and then there's a main game which I have to unlock. You need to colonize 7 planets in the skirmish galaxy. Okay, to unlock that. And then the veteran game, you have to reach a score of 100,000 points on the main galaxy Grand Emperor leaderboard. Okay, so this is interesting. You know, having a huge galaxy, and the idea here is that you're supposed to have like little skirmishes. There's supposed to be, you know, smaller galaxies where you can just kind of learn a game and do some stuff, and you know, kind of drop in and out real fast. Maybe, you know, have something that kind of winds its way through very quickly. And I assume the main game is going to be a lot slower, more methodical, probably. So you have more time to do things and all that stuff. So yeah, it even says it here: experience long-term strategic gameplay that plays out over many months. Whereas this sounds like it plays out over like a week maybe, or something like that. So that's kind of an interesting twist on it, having these different game modes and stuff that you can unlock as you go. But yeah, no, I'm intrigued. I'm not particularly good at strategy games, so there's a lot of just kind of like poking around in here, trying to figure a few things out here and there. But otherwise I'd say it's so far so good. And it's only in early access right now, so they've got some ways to go. And you know, even right now, it seems fairly solid. You know, it's one of those things where a multiplayer game lives and dies by how much you know, how active its community is. And I'm not sure how active the community is on this game, but the saving grace of this is that you may not run into people for quite some time as it is, so you're kind of really just doing your own thing for a little while there. And I like that they sort of have pirates and stuff. I assume they're going to have more NPC things going on where you can just kind of like, you know, have maybe an NPC faction you have to deal with. I don't know if that's true or not, if it's just they're just doing it just for tutorial purposes or what, but it would be interesting if that was also the case. Like, you know, maybe two players could team up against an AI or something as they're going along. That would certainly make things give some more depth to it and make it a little bit more beneficial to make alliances and stuff if there's a particularly like heavily fortified computer AI you know, in nearby that's hoarding all kinds of resources. You know, you could team up with another player and go after it if they allow that. I have no idea how that works, but that to me would sound like the way you would want it eventually to be. So yeah, that's it for this, friends. This has been Outscape. It is by IDA Games. It is in early access on Steam, currently $25 US. As always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.